Welcome to our channel. After clicking this video, you'll experience the movie without having to watch it live. Before we begin, please support our channel by subscribing and liking this video. There's chaos everywhere, people are attacking each other, and no one knows why it's happening. Panic fills the streets, and confusion reigns. Meanwhile, somewhere else, a group of people dressed entirely in black is sneaking into a secured facility. They move quietly through the halls, eventually discovering a large room filled with animal cages. Inside are dozens of monkeys, all locked up and visibly distressed. One monkey, in particular, is strapped down and being experimented on. The group is visibly shocked by what they see. Disgusted and confused, they begin filming the scene, documenting the cruel treatment the animals are being subjected to. But suddenly, one of the scientists notices them. Alarmed, he quickly tries to call security. Before he can, the group stops him. They confront the scientist, demanding answers. The scientist tries to warn them. He says the monkeys are being studied because they're infected. There's a virus inside them, something dangerous. But the group doesn't believe him. They think it's just another excuse to justify cruelty. Ignoring his warning, they decide to free the monkeys. And that is what led to everything that followed. A man wakes up, completely naked, in a hospital bed. He looks around, everything is silent.
Hello?
The room is a mess, paper scattered, equipment left in disarray, and not a single human voice can be heard. Confused and disoriented, he walks through empty streets, searching for any sign of life, but there's no one. Not a soul. All around him, money is scattered on the ground, and countless cars are abandoned mid-street. As he continues walking, he touches a car, and suddenly, the alarm blares through the silence, piercing and loud. He freezes. Still trying to make sense of it all, he spots the city's bulletin board, a place where people usually post news and notices. In desperation, he decides to head to the nearby church, hoping someone might be there. Inside, he finds a horrific scene. It's hard to look at. He hesitantly calls out,
Hello? Hello?
One of them, a priest, charges at him violently.
Are you okay? Shouldn't have done that.
Jim, panicking, runs for his life, escaping into the unknown streets. Eventually, he's rescued by two strangers, Mark and Selena. They've been surviving together for some time and are shocked to find someone who still looks healthy. The man introduces himself. His name is Jim. Still in disbelief, Jim tries to explain what happened. He tells them he just woke up in a hospital, with no idea of what's going on. The devastation around him feels so unreal. He's convinced he must still be dreaming. Mark looks at Jim and quietly says, "I'm sorry, but this isn't a dream." He goes on to explain, everything began in a small village. A virus called Exodus was detected there, and it spread fast. At first, it was just news reports. But soon, it wasn't just on TV anymore. The infected started showing up in local markets, and then in cities, just like the chaos Jim had seen at the beginning.
What about the government? What are they doing?
There's no government.
Of course, there's always a government. They're in a bunker.
No, there's no government. No TV, no radio. You're the first uninfected person we've seen in 6 days.
Jim still struggles to believe it. It all feels too surreal. He tries to walk away, desperate to escape this reality, but Mark doesn't stop him. Instead, he calmly hands Jim a plate of food and lets him be. The next morning, they set out to visit Jim's childhood home, hoping to find his parents. But what they find is heartbreaking. Jim's parents are gone, dead by suicide, having overdosed together in their bed. In their hands is a photograph of Jim as a little boy. It's a quiet, devastating moment. That night, the three of them, Jim, Mark, and Selena, sleep in Jim's old bedroom. Jim, overwhelmed with memories, digs up an old home video and plays it. The screen lights up with happier times. For a moment, there's warmth, but the sound draws danger. A neighbor, infected, smashes through the window. In the chaos, Mark jumps in to protect him. But he's bitten. Selena doesn't hesitate. She knows what has to be done. Without waiting, she kills Mark, cold and fast. Jim is horrified, but Selena explains, once someone is infected, you have only 10, maybe 20 seconds, before they turn. If you hesitate, you die. Now it's just the two of them. As they continue moving through the city, they spot something unusual, a building with lights still on. In a world of darkness, that's rare. They decide to check it out. They enter and find a barricade of shopping carts at the entrance, forming a makeshift blockade.
What is it about tower blocks and shopping trolleys, huh?
Stop talking. It's a long way up.
Climbing over it, they press forward. Jim, exhausted, begs for a break. But there's no time. Infected are closing in fast. Suddenly, on an upper floor, a large man appears and yells for them to get inside, guiding them toward an apartment unit. Inside, a teenage girl hesitates to open the door.
Where's Dad? What?
But the man insists. She finally lets them in. Their father and daughter, survivors, still holding on in this crumbling world. The girl's name is Hannah. Her father is Frank. They welcome Jim and Selena inside, offering them something they haven't had in a long time, a drink and a little kindness.
Well, cheers. Cheers.
Very spruce.
Very shredded. So what do you make of them?
Selena still doesn't fully trust them. She remains guarded, suspicious of anyone new. But Jim? Jim believes they're good people.
Good people?
Yeah.
You should be more concerned about whether they're going to slow you down. I'm going to get some sleep.
The next morning, Frank gathers everyone and plays a recorded radio broadcast.
The answer to infection is here. Other survivors, we are soldiers and we
A man's voice promises sanctuary, safety, and soldiers. A place to start over. Selena immediately doubts it. To her, it sounds like false hope. Frank, feeling the tension, reveals that he heard everything Selena said the night before. His room isn't soundproof.
We could die trying, Frank.
Or die here. It isn't true what Dad said. We need each other. The soldiers could keep us safe. So we have to try and get there.
Get there how?
They agree to follow the signal, to head toward the outskirts of Manchester. And just like that, their journey begins. The road ahead is long and dangerous. At one point, they come across a tunnel, dark, littered with wreckage, and filled with corpses.
This is a really shit idea.
It's clearly not safe, but Frank insists they push through. Disaster strikes. The front tire bursts, shredded by debris.
Fuck! Worst place to get a flat, huh? Agreed.
They're stuck. With infected potentially lurking, time is their enemy. They scramble to replace the tire using a jack, and then they hear it. The snarls, the footsteps. The infected are coming.
You're running from the infected.
There's no time, forget the jack, just lift everyone. Get it on, Hannah, come on.
Just in time, they fix the tire and peel out of the tunnel, hearts pounding. The group survives yet another brush with death. Later, they stop by an abandoned supermarket. For the first time in what feels like forever, there's laughter, genuine joy, as they gather supplies, taking whatever they want. Canned food, chocolate, drinks, a brief return to normalcy. A moment of peace, fragile, but real. They stop in a wide, open field, lush and green, the kind of place that feels untouched by everything that's happened. Horses run freely in the distance, wild and graceful. For a moment, it feels like peace. Like family. Selena starts to look at Jim differently now. The walls she once built so high begin to lower. With a quiet smile, she leans in and kisses him on the cheek. It's soft, unexpected, but full of meaning.
Think we better stay here for the night.
That night, they sleep under the stars. But Jim's peace doesn't last. He's haunted by a nightmare, one where he's alone again. Utterly alone, just like when he woke up in the hospital. The fear creeps back in.
Hello? Hello?
You're having a bad dream, that's all.
Thanks, Dad.
Come on, sleepyhead!
The next day, after a long drive, they stop at an old roadside rest area. They need fuel. Frank and Jim start siphoning gas from an abandoned car while the others stand watch. Jim wanders into a nearby building, curious. What he finds is horrifying. A room filled with signs of struggle, death, despair. Suddenly, a child, infected, lunges at him.
Okay, Hannah.
They continue driving. Finally, they reach the outskirts of Manchester. Smoke rises in the distance, darkening the sky. Their destination, Block 42. What they find is silence. An abandoned military barricade. No soldiers. No signs of life. Just ash, debris, and the heavy weight of disappointment.
I don't like this. I think we should go.
No! We should check the vehicles. There has to be something.
Frank refuses to give up, even when the others are ready to turn back.
We have to go.
Yeah.
Go fucking where?
Rage builds in Frank. He's yelling, desperate, furious, when it happens.
Get out of it.
Dad, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine, sweetheart. Hannah, I love you very much.
What?
He shouts at Hannah to get away, pushing her back, trying to protect her, even as he loses himself. Selena is screaming for someone to do something. Suddenly, gunfire. They quickly round up Jim, Selena, and Hannah, giving them no time to grieve. They're taken to a secure location. And just like the radio broadcast had promised, there really are soldiers. There really is a base. They're welcomed in and told they're safe now. The soldiers even offer showers, clothes, a place to rest. From the upstairs window, Jim spots the soldiers are playing with Frank's car, laughing, treating it like a toy. Selena sits nearby, her emotions tangled. She's relieved to have survived, but devastated they lost Frank.
I don't want her dad to fucking cope. When had her dad, it was okay for them, and it was okay for us. It was all just fun.
Later, Jim has a conversation with the commanding officer, Major Henry West. Calm, polite, charismatic, but something doesn't sit right. West gives them a tour of the camp, introducing the rest of the soldiers one by one. Then, he brings them to see Mailer, a soldier who was infected and is now chained in the yard like a test subject. West explains that Mailer is part of an experiment.
The idea was to learn something about infection.
He wants to observe how long the infected can survive without food. It's science, he says. A way to understand the enemy. That night, the base hosts a dinner. The soldiers drink, laugh, and try to act normal. But to Jim, Selena, and Hannah, it feels wrong. During the meal, conversation turns serious. They start sharing stories, what they've all endured since the outbreak. Then, Hannah speaks. The room goes silent. Right then, alarms blare. The soldiers scramble, gunfire erupts, chaos explodes across the base, and the group is forced to fight for their lives. After successfully thwarting the zombie attack, the tense atmosphere began to ease. However, tensions flared when one of the soldiers, in a less than controllable manner, attempted to harass Selina.
How about right now?
Jim, witnessing the incident, was immediately moved. A small fight was inevitable. But before the situation escalated, Major Henry intervened and quelled the disturbance, ordering the immediate removal of any remaining infection.
Slow down. The rest of you go with him. My apologies.
Some time later, Henry invited Jim for a drink, an invitation that was more than just a friendly gesture. Henry asked him to stay, assuring him that they desperately needed women to ensure their survival, especially to rebuild a more stable life.
We fight off the infected or we wait until they starve to death, and then what? I promised them women. Because women mean a future.
Fueled by anger, Jim attempts to escape with Selina and Hannah, who are merely seen as objects to satisfy the soldiers' desires.
I want to give you a chance. You can be with us, but I can't let them go.
Inside the cell, he hears a soldier talking to himself, seemingly losing his sanity. The soldier mentions that the captain has completely lost his mind and control over the troops. Under the guise of quarantine, Jim and the soldier are transported through a dense, ominous forest, eventually reaching a chilling destination. It turns out to be a dumping ground for the remnants of the Exodus, those deemed no longer useful, and it's here that they are meant to be executed.
Is that how you're going to let your sergeant go out, Jones?
We just shoot him!
You're going to let it stick me, are you? Like a fucking dog.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Taking advantage of the soldier's momentary lapse in attention, Jim seizes the opportunity to escape. He hides among the piles of corpses, waiting for the guards to leave. With tension mounting, Jim manages to slip away, leaving the horrifying place behind, determined to survive for as long as possible.
We're fucked. Relax.
The soldiers believe Jim is dead. After all, no one survives this place. But against all odds, Jim manages to stay alive. He looks up at the sky, feeling the deep weight of loneliness, just as he had feared. Meanwhile, Selina and Hannah are forced to wear the dresses prepared for them. In a desperate attempt, Selina kisses one of the soldiers, hoping to gain some privacy so they can change clothes. Her actions are meant to protect Hannah from further harm.
Come on, lads, let's leave the room.
Selina then hands Hannah a pill, urging her to take it so she won't feel the overwhelming fear. However, the soldiers misunderstand and believe the pill is for suicide. Suddenly, the sound of an attack warning blares. It's a trap set by Jim. He has baited the soldiers out of their hiding place. The soldiers charge recklessly, unaware of the danger lurking. Selina and Hannah have put on their dresses and are being guarded by two soldiers. Hannah, growing increasingly frustrated, continues to provoke one of the soldiers by saying that those who leave won't ever come back.
I don't think they are coming back. They're dead, and you're gonna be next.
So sharp!
Hannah. We're gonna get out of here. Stay with that, Hannah. Stay with that.
Selina quickly tries to lead Hannah away, but they are blocked by the soldiers standing guard outside. Meanwhile, Jim watches the movements of the soldiers from a hidden vantage point. As Mela rampages through the area, one soldier after another falls, giving Jim the precious time he needs to search for and rescue Selina and Hannah. Jim moves swiftly, carefully scouring the area, until he encounters a soldiers hiding in a room.
I haven't got any fucking bullets. No fucking leave me.
Henry, who has just returned, is struck with panic as he sees his comrades being slaughtered. In another room, Hannah hid behind a vanity mirror, having heard the sounds of the infected heading her way. Meanwhile, Jim finally found Selena being held captive by a soldier. Carefully, Jim ambushed the soldier and brutally killed him. Selena, witnessing the attack, prepared her weapon to defend herself. However, after realizing it was Jim, they kissed, expressing their longing and expressing gratitude for Jim's rescue. Suddenly, Hannah appeared and hit Jim in the head with a glass bottle, thinking Selena was being bitten by an infected.
Kissing! We have to get out of here, come on!
Afterward, the three of them rushed to the late Frank's car, where Henry was already inside, waiting for them. Jim was now helpless due to Henry's actions, but with her skills, Hannah quickly drove her father's vehicle and accidentally hit one of the infected, killing Henry after being devoured by it. The three of them finally managed to escape, breaking through the locked gate. Jim, who was in critical condition, was finally saved by Selena and Hannah. When Jim finally opens his eyes, he finds himself in a quiet country house with Selena and Hannah. Although the world outside remains uncertain, they refuse to give up. Selena and Hannah sew large pieces of fabric to spell out the word hello in an open field, hoping a plane will see them.
You definitely heard it, man.
And sure enough, a military jet flies overhead. The film ends with an open ending, leaving hope unanswered, suggesting that even though the world is in ruins, the will to survive remains. Thank you so much for listening to the storyline of this film. If you're interested in experiencing it for yourself, feel free to watch it. It's titled 28 Days Later. See you next time.